The cuffs were tight, the sun scorching overhead, and the cops smug in their certainty. But the man in purple, bruised and defiant, didn't beg. Not when they mocked him, not when they slammed his head against the cruiser, not even when they asked if he had a lawyer. No. That was all he said. He knew how this played out. And as the sheriff cracked his knuckles and slammed him unconscious, he whispered one final word in his head. Run. He woke to the smell of popcorn. His head throbbed. His ribs screamed. But the buttery scent dragged him from the edge of unconsciousness. Behind bars, a lazy deputy munched away, offering him some like this was a sleepover. He wasn't here to eat. He was here to warn. And he did. Voice shaking, eyes burning with truth, he laid it out. There's a little girl missing, and something's hunting her, something not human, a scream. The station shook like the earth itself, cracked open. The lazy deputy bolted to his feet, spilling popcorn everywhere. The prisoner rammed the bars, demanding the sheriff. But the sheriff was gone. The deputy stammered, clueless, and then, boom! The wall exploded, the cell bars twisted like pretzels, and he was free. "What's happening out there?" he demanded. The deputy stared, pale as death. "I don't know," he whispered, but the prisoner did. He pressed against the bars, fire in his eyes. "The monster the farmers saw, it's real." His voice wasn't just warning now. It was prophecy. It took her, that little girl, and unless you let me go, you're next. The deputy laughed, nervously. "What are you That's when his eyes widened, pupils dilating. The air thickened. The world dropped a beat. "Run," the prisoner warned, just before all hell broke loose. The transformation was instant. 1 second, the deputy was clutching his popcorn. The next, a green arm the size of a tree trunk burst through the wall and lifted him like a toy. "Herc," was all he could choke out. The beast, massive, monstrous, with glowing eyes and rage carved into its skin, glared down. "Don't say he didn't warn you," it growled. And in its grip, the deputy vanished like a kernel under pressure, popcorn flying, eyes wide with terror. The Green Goliath had questions. Questions Banner never asked. "How were you there?" the beast demanded. The experimental farm, the sheriff, the timing. Too perfect, too suspicious. The man with the popcorn stammered, pleaded ignorance. "Pop!" went the bucket as the monster crushed it like a lie. "Liar," he said, low and final. The station exploded behind him as he leapt into the air, landing among ruins and twisted metal. The survivors crawled, bleeding and broken. One begged, "Come on." "Government said it was safe." Hulk towered over them, voice like thunder. "You signed her death warrant. Should have warned them." His foot raised, and the begging stopped in a red splash that painted the world in guilt and rage. Under a moonlit sky, the monster walked alone. Past broken trees and wind-whipped grass, he marched toward something only he could feel. He stopped by a lake, breathing heavy, his massive chest rising and falling, and then he sniffed. Eyes narrowed. She was close. The monster burst from the water just as the abomination lunged. Rage met raw power, claws against fists, splashing waves, roaring fury. "You smelled Gamma," it hissed. You came looking for Banner?" But Hulk wasn't hunting Banner. Not now. "I know you," he growled, holding back the writhing flesh beast. "And I'm not running." She was here, the girl, eyes wide, arms folded, afraid. "I want to go home," she whispered. The Hulk looked at her and saw everything, pain, fear, power. "I know what you are," he said to the monster hiding behind her eyes. "Come on, let me take the Gamma away." She stepped forward, eyes glowing. "I can see you," she said. And then, in a voice like a shared secret, "I can see you too." Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It seriously helps me out a ton.